Ethereum to $20,000. These altcoins will buy Bugattis if this happens. So let's talk about it. We have a 6-week warning in this show. We're going to talk about Ethereum hitting $20,000. We're going to talk about which altcoins are going to outperform Ethereum, even if it's going up to $20,000. We're going to talk about how to find 100x altcoins, so how you can actually find them. And then we're going to talk about the only two things that matter for these coins and for these coins that are going to outperform Ethereum. So let's get it on, baby. Welcome to the show. My name is Kayla. If you thought that my energy level was going to dip long term, if you thought that 72,000 of you were going to be disappointed every day when you turned on this channel, you thought wrong. Daddy's back, baby. 2+2 Genesis, kind of at a discount right now. Y'all know what kind of went down, but hey, here's what people don't understand about me. I am not a little baby girl. I'm a grown man, and I'm staying. My business partner is staying, and we are building. We are taking this as motivation to get this bad boy going. We are dropping our plan for utility next week in the Genesis Hall, and it is going to blow some people's minds, because a lot of people have been thinking, oh, you're just in there chatting in the Discord. That's kind of weird. Woo, I can't wait. Let's just say that the 2+2 bears are going to get smacked across the face a little bit here next week. So can't wait to see it. So anyway, if you are not, doing one of these on the video, because I'm about to show you exactly where I think Ethereum is going. I'm about to show you exactly how you can sort through and find some amazing coins that will outperform Ethereum. And I'm going to talk about why I think it's going to where it's going. If that sounds good to you, if you're ready for Kale to be back, the real Kale, not the sad Kale that we saw yesterday, the real Kale, I just want you to do one thing. I want you to take your thumb right now, take it out of your little sissy hand, open it up, and stick it onto the like button like this. Pow, 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 pow. Because this video is going to be freaking awesome, and I'm done letting external random stuff with people that don't do their research affect this channel, okay? If you want to do your research, go back and watch through the videos. I have been dead honest with you guys the entire journey, and that is only going to continue. Honesty, honesty, honesty. Let's freaking rock and roll. So the first thing I want to be honest about is that I really love Raul Pal. Raul is my dog. Raul and me, I wish I could just grab a beer with Raul, because he just kind of pisses people off with his opinions, but he's always correct. And I just love that about him. He's such a genius. He said Ethereum might go to $20,000 this cycle. That would be pretty good. And you guys know what this cycle means, right? This means before Bitcoin tops out. So Bitcoin, if it follows what it used to do in the past few years, in the past cycles, it's probably going to top out here in the next 2 to 3 months, or even sooner. I think probably 6 weeks. Okay, that means that $20,000 Ethereum could happen in the next 6 weeks. So I'm not even clickbaiting you guys. I'm literally not even clickbaiting you guys. We got a 6-week warning. If you're not excited for a 6-week warning, what is wrong with you? Okay, and the next one, Crypto Burb, I really respect this guy as well. Genius, right? He said that he predicted the bottom 4 months ago, and now he's calling Ethereum to 20K in the next 3 months. But guys, notice this. He tweeted this on October 20th. So that was a little bit ago. So we got October 20th, November 20th, December 20th, January 20th. So the latest he's saying that Ethereum to 20K is by January 20th. If that happens, we are all going to be so filthy rich. Oh my gosh. You are going to have to call someone and tell them, like, you're going to have to call your tax accountant and say, hey man, I don't know what to tell you, but my net worth went up by 4,000x. What do I do now? And he's going to be like, I don't know. I don't understand cryptocurrency. Okay, so let's talk about why do I think that this is going to happen. Okay, so Bitcoin being really, really boring right now. I don't think Bitcoin is the one to watch right now. Usually Bitcoin controls the market, and it's just consolidating too much. I think that Ethereum is the one to watch. I think Ethereum is going to lead this breakout, and I think a lot of people think that as well. We're sitting here at 4,600 bucks. I mean, we're looking strong as hell. We're looking juicy. The best chart in crypto is right here. Ethereum, Bitcoin. Look at this. We have a buy signal. I show this every video, but I can't stop showing it. This is like if you have a trophy in your house where, someone gave you a trophy because at one point in your life, you had dunked on LeBron James, right? You dunked on LeBron James and someone made a trophy of it, and it just played the video back every time someone walks by the trophy, they see the trophy, and they're like, oh my gosh, you dunked on LeBron James. That is this chart, okay? I wish I could just print this out and put it in my house huge. I might do it, because we have a buy signal right here on the Ethereum chart, on the daily chart. And that means that it's a strong buy signal. The last time that this really happened was here, but this is kind of, I don't know. I think the one that really gets me pumped for this is this one. Look at this one. Look at how far we ran up when we got a buy signal. That last time this happened, we went from 0.03 to 0.08, which is that means it almost 3x'd the value of Bitcoin. Okay, think about that. Okay, so if Bitcoin goes up to like 100K, 150K, wherever people think it's going, and Ethereum goes up 3 times as much as that, how much money are you going to make in altcoins? Holy hell! If you can't get excited about this, you don't have a brain. Okay, so let's talk about the total charts because this is even crazier. Like I've been showing you guys this for a while, but here's the total 2 chart. This is the chart of everything besides Bitcoin. And if you look at that same chart back in 2017, wait, I have it back in 2017 pulled up, don't I? Okay, here's total 2, here's everything besides Bitcoin. And then back in 2017, this is what it looks like, right? Look at this. After we broke that all-time high, there was like 13 days of like hanging around, and then we blasted off. Now look, how many days have we had before we blasted off? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's playing out exactly like 2017, guys. And the craziest one, the one that makes me literally want to just say, hey guys, you're gonna be all right. We gonna be all right, right, is this one, okay? Total 3, look at this. This chart, it looks pretty good. It looks all right. But if you look back at what happened last time in the total 3, once we broke the all-time high, every single altcoin did a 9x. Every single one, I mean, all of them combined did a 9x. If you think about that for a second, if you think about the potential to get a $20,000 Ethereum, to get a 9x on altcoins, and that could all happen realistically, like this topped out, when did this top out? This topped out January 8th. Okay, so we have 6 weeks. When I say 6-week warning, for all of that to happen, your loins should be juicy. You should put a diaper on. You should really stop what you're doing. Stop with your day job. Stop with all this stuff you're worried about and focus in. Because this next 6 weeks is going to make a bigger difference in your net worth, in your life, in the quality of your money than anything else combined. Okay, so I just want to focus, and I have another whiteboard here, guys. Because what's the difference? We need to figure out in this video what the difference is between getting a 4x, right? Which a 4x is what we would get if Ethereum went to 20K, right? That's what we would get. Can we all agree? We would get a 4x. And that's good. That's nice. But that's not like Bugatti money, right? The title of the video is, gosh, I have so many whiteboards. The title of the video is, these alts will buy Bugattis, okay? Well, a 4x doesn't buy nobody a Bugatti, okay? But a 100x, whoa, I almost broke everything. 100x might buy a Bugatti, okay? And so how do you find these and what determines them? So I just want to give away the secrets right here, right now. If you're ready for the secrets while I make my face big, you know what you need to do. Smooch that button for me, okay? These are the only 2 things, these are only 3 things that matter in the next 6 weeks to determine a difference between a 4x, and a 100x. Ready? Here they are. Ready? I'm just gonna give it to you. 3, 2, 1. Narrative, news, and influencers. That's it. That's totally it. And you know, if you don't believe this, if you're like, oh, Kale, that's fundamental value is what is going to drive the market for the next 6 weeks. I just want you to think about it logically for just a second, okay? All of these coins that I've been talking about, all of them for the rest, forever, right? Like I've been talking about this portfolio since we started the channel. Go back and watch it. Everyone's like, Kale, you just talk about, oh, you're just a loser. Ugh. Everyone's like mad now. I don't know what the hell is wrong with you people. I've been talking about these coins for 3-4 months. And a lot of them haven't changed, okay? And if you're sitting here and you're thinking, oh, it's about the fundamental value. That is what is going to drive the price of these coins over the next 6 weeks. You're smoking drugs, okay? It doesn't matter because think about it. Like even a business like Altura, okay? Altura is my #1 favorite coin. Let me just pull it up here. And I've talked about this one a million times, so it's just a good example. And guys, we'll trust me, we'll keep talking about coin. Just give me a second. If you pull up ALU, okay, excuse me. If you pull up ALU here, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. ALU is the company that does smart NFTs, okay? We're bridging the gap between the metaverse and gaming, which has extreme fundamental value, extreme, obviously. So you have a company like this, right, that probably has more fundamental value than, I don't know, a ton of the coins in the top 100, a ton of them, right? Is Link actually being used a lot? I don't know. Right? But is Altura being used every single day? Absolutely, right? And so it's very undervalued. Like its market cap is 190 million. It should be $1 billion market cap coin, and I think it's headed there. And I've talked about that a lot. But, disclaimer, okay? What actually determines the price of Altura over the next 6 weeks? it's not the fundamental value, okay? Because Altura is a company. In 6 weeks, you can't change the world. They're not gonna develop 8,000 new apps, and they're not gonna be onboarded they're not gonna be doing like a year's worth of work. They're not gonna be doing, I should rephrase it this way, okay? They're not gonna be doing $1 billion worth of work over the next 6 weeks, right? Does that make sense? Like if this was actually based on like fundamental value, oh, Altura has increased its cash flows by 6x over a 6-week period. Therefore, its value. That's how the traditional world would value this, right? But in crypto, that's not how it works. The only way that this coin will go to $1 billion is by narrative, news, and influencers. So I see so many people that are freaking this up and smooch the like button if you see this on Twitter. They're like, oh, what's the next coin? What's gonna pump? What's gonna go up? It's pumped too much. Oh, Kale, don't you know? This chart is pumped up. This chart, look at that. Of course I can't buy this coin. It's too pumped. It's been pumped. Have you heard that before? Okay, these people don't understand what actually drives value because it's not the pump that matters. It's the narrative, the news, and the influencers. If the narrative picks up, this doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is the market cap. If the narrative picks up that this is undervalued, then it will go up to $1 billion market cap. If Altura is able to produce good news over the next 6 weeks to drive hype and to drive people to buy the coin, then that will produce buying, right? And then lastly, if the influencers, like people like me, people that are bigger than me, pick up on this narrative about smart NFTs, metaverse, all that stuff, to start talking about it, and then they also see all the good news that's coming out of Altura, then the influencers will talk about it, and then normal people, average Joes, will buy that. Because to be very honest with you guys, there's probably not a lot of big investment firms like Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs is not out here buying Altura, okay? It's like normal people that are trying to get ahead of the game, that are trying to get 100Xs, right? And so we have to be honest with ourselves about what is actually driving the price of these coins. So when you're looking at, and we're bringing it back to how do you figure this out for yourself, right? Why do I own all the coins? Maybe it'll be best just to go through these real quick because why do I own these coins? And it's because of this logic. I figured this out this morning because I was like, Kale, there's got to be a reason why you own these coins, right? And I knew this deep down, but I hadn't vocalized it until this point, which is why I think this whiteboard is so powerful because this is exactly the only reason that I own all of these coins, okay? Do I believe that Polka Bridge is a good product? Of course, right? That was number one. You want to find out that it has a good team and a good product, right? I didn't even put that on here because that should be obvious, right? But why do I still own this coin? That's really the real question, right? Why do I still own Polka Bridge after it's already gone up a lot, right? It's gone up a lot. It has a pump. Why am I still expecting this to do another 10x over the next few weeks? Why am I doing that? Kale, this is your own money. Seriously, why am I doing this? Well, here's why. Because the narrative is there. Number one, the narrative for this is dot ecosystem. Polkadot is bullish. Bullish. I don't know how to tell you guys this. Go pull up a chart. If you can't look at this chart right here, if you can't look at Polkadot in 5 seconds and just tell that this looks bullish, you haven't been in crypto very long. Okay, this is a very bullish chart. Polkadot's going to $100. So what does that mean? That means that every coin on this list, if you just search this, you guys can pick your own coins. I don't give a frick. Go pick your own coins on the top Polkadot ecosystem coins. And all of these are going to go up more than Polkadot. It just happens. Look, it just happened today. Look, Polkadot went up 5% today. Let's sort this by 24 hours, okay? I'm going to refresh this. Okay, Polkadot went up by 5%. This is what happens, okay? Why can't I sort? Come on, CoinGecko. Come on, CoinGecko. It's not letting me sort live on the screen. Are you serious? Okay, well, if you would sort this, this website sucks right now. You would see that some of these smaller coins, I'll just scroll down here. Look at this one. This one's way smaller. It went up 17%. This one down here is way smaller. It went up 32%, right? You guys can just see this. You normally should be able to sort here. I don't know why this is broken. But if you would sort here, you'd see that, oh, here we go. Look, Gum up 40%. It's because it's a Polkadot ecosystem coin with a tiny market cap, right? Bondly. I've heard a lot of people talking about this. I don't own this one. This is very interesting. I'm going to reach out to the team and see if I can speak with them because this is interesting and it's pumping a lot. And I like the coins that are small market cap, right? And they pump more than the main coin, right? So I've heard, again, I don't own this one, so I'm not recommending anything on this list. I'm just kind of going through here. Polka Bridge is one that I've owned forever, right? And look at it. It's up 20%. This is the perfect example. It's up 20%, right, on a day when Polkadot is only up 5%. So that is the narrative, right? And then you have news. Okay, so narrative is taken care of. We're in the Polkadot ecosystem. The next one is news. Okay, so news for Polka Bridge. We need to know that news is coming up. So all you have to do to figure out if a coin has news, guys, it's very simple, is you just go to their Twitter. Okay, so like, I gotta put this down. That was a lot of holding a whiteboard. Okay, hold on. Okay, so all you gotta do is you gotta go to their Twitter. Okay, and you have to read. I know it's very hard to read, and there's a lot of people out there that are like, just tell me the coin. Just tell me what coin I want to buy. I want to buy it right now. Ah. Okay, but go read their Twitter. Do they have news? Does it look like they're always announcing news? Because if you get into a coin right now that isn't in the habit of producing good news, then they're not going to all of a sudden be like, oh, we have good news. Like, no, they need to be posting good news constantly on their Twitter. That is very important. And so Polka Bridge does that. Like if you go through here, every single tweet is basically good news. Like we're on this launch pad. We're about to get on KuCoin. That's the big news that I'm honestly holding for, guys. But just go through here and read this. Like every single thing that they announce is good news. And they're really good at producing good news. So check. And then on top of that, I know that one of the next big news that is coming for them, because they've said it multiple times, is they might get listed on KuCoin, which is the biggest news of all of them. So check narrative, check news, and then the last one is influencers, guys. So what I will do for that is I will go up here, I will go to PBR, I will search for the actual ticker. This is the actual ticker for the coin, and I'll do the $, okay? And then I will see if there's any influencers talking about this. Well, wow, check this out. There's Kale, he's an influencer. He's talking about it. Let's see if there's anyone else. This guy's talking about it. Okay, great. I would just look for, I talk about this coin a lot, but I've owned it for a long time. Okay, guys? But like, seriously, there's other, I haven't prepared this, but look, see, look, ice bags. You look for people, I don't know who this dude is, but you look for people that get a lot of likes when they tweet about a coin, right? And if they're tweeting about the coin and they're getting a lot of likes, that means they're an influencer. And that means there's influencers behind this. Okay, and so I would dig through and I would see, is there anyone good who's promoting this coin? Because to be honest, guys, like if you're sitting here like, I just want to buy all the coins that no one talks about, I don't want to buy the coins that the influencers own. I don't want to be involved in all this stuff. Well, then you're just going to stay poor. Have fun staying poor. Because the only way for the news to get out, the only way for the narrative to get out is through these people. These are the only people that actually influence the market. That's why they're called influencers, okay? So if you're gonna ignore these people, good luck with your investment strategy. I only started making money in crypto when I started to actually listen to people who were smarter than me, who had an island, okay? Who had influence. So let's keep going with this. We're 17 minutes in. I wanna talk about a few more just examples of this. We'll just go through my portfolio. But again, guys, if you wanna do this yourself, go to the top Polkadot ecosystem coins. This is one great narrative. Another great narrative right now is top metaverse coins. So top metaverse coins by market cap. Okay, and you can search this on CoinGecko, and it's going to pull up a ton of metaverse coins, right? CoinGecko is like obviously a piece of shit today. I don't know what's happening, but if you just open this up, you will see a ton of different coins, just like in Polkadot, that fit that narrative. That's a good narrative, and the metaverse is a good narrative. Gaming is a good narrative. NFT is a good narrative. So you need to have that at first. Otherwise, you're just going to be like running around in circles, and then you need to find the ones that have good news upcoming. So here, I think it pulled up finally. Check this out. So yeah, there's a whole list right here. Like the big coins aren't going to pump. It's the same thing as Polkadot, right? Like Axie is the leader in this category. It's only going to pump a little bit, 0.5%. But if you go to 24 hours, look, the small coins, I don't own any of these guys. I own Polka City. That's the only one. I love Polka City. And I want to pull up Polka City next because it's the perfect example of news, okay? Polka City, look, up 17%. It's a smaller coin than the main coin. And I'll show you, okay? So we have the narrative, right? Let's talk about Polka City because I've been talking about it forever, okay? So the narrative is metaverse, gaming, NFTs. Okay, so let's go to Polka City. Ah! I gotta type. Okay, I got this. We got this, guys. Okay, Polka City announced yesterday that, well, first of all, they have all kinds of news. If you just go to their Twitter, they have news all the time. They're doing a land sale. Are you ready for the land sale? Like they're burning tokens. Every single day there's good news. And then I don't know how this happened. I mean, Kale, I heard that you are just a total scam bag. You don't even help anyone do anything, and you just are providing no value to the community. Well, how did this happen then? I mean, I'm not going to take full credit for this, but do you honestly think that this would have happened? This right here, Altura and Polka City partnership would have happened if I wasn't an advisor for Altura. I don't know. I'm just saying, whatever. It may have happened because I've been talking about these two freaking coins for 16 years. All right, anyway, so they have great news. They're partnering with people. They're popping out news. And influencers are talking about them. Hey, hello, I'm an influencer. I'm talking about Polka City. There's a ton of other ones too. If you just go back through my Twitter, like this guy, Crypto God John. God, okay, this guy's been talking about it. If you just search Crypto God John Polka City, he's been talking about it. There's a ton of other people that have actually picked up this narrative as well. And so that makes me think that this could go a lot higher. So that's what I do, guys. Kale, how do you research these coins? Okay, number one, I find if they fit the narrative, okay? I find out if they have a good team. I try to interview the teams. I try to actually make sure that they have a good product that I can get behind, right? Then, if they fit the narrative, I look and see if they have good news, if they're in the habit of producing good news. Polka City, 100% in the habit of that. Then I see if influencers are gonna pick them up. I showed you how to do that. And then finally, the last thing I'll do is I'll pick a price target, right? I will go to the freaking chart. Where's Polka City? Let's find Polka City here. It's over here in the metaverse category. Where's Polka City? Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at this today. My mouse isn't moving. Okay, Polka City. I will go here and I will think to myself, okay, this is wrong. The market cap is underreported on these. I don't know why it keeps underreporting these on these websites. I think it's more closer to 100 million. But still, at the end of the day, people go off of this value anyway. So maybe that's more important. It's hard to tell with this one, but I'll pick let's say a market cap target. And with this, this is a weird example because this is all messed up, but basically thinking that a coin like this, right, that has great news, great influencers, great everything, and fits the narrative perfectly, could do a 10x when Ethereum is probably going to do a 4x, right? We talked about that earlier on in the show. That's not unrealistic to say, right? And so that's what I'm betting on. I'm betting on a 10x for that one. Let me give you a better example here real quick, and then we'll just get out of here. But you guys have seen all of these coins, right? One more good example that fits the narrative. I'm just going to randomly pick one. Let's just pick one like Polk, okay? Polk, yeah, Polk should be fine. Okay, so let's pull up Polk. Polk fits the narrative perfectly, okay? So the narrative, I've been talking about this coin forever. Where is it? Polk right here. Polka markets. Okay, let's go through the checklist, guys, just so you can do this yourself, okay? And that way you're just gonna make more money this way. I'm like super excited for you, okay? So what's the checklist? Narrative. Does it fit into a narrative? Well, it's a Polkadot ecosystem coin, obviously, because it's Polka. It's responding. It's pumping 13% on a day that DOT is pumping 5%. So you're seeing immediately that the narrative is working, right? That's kind of important to see as well. Okay, then we need to see if they have news. Okay, so let's see if they have news. We'll go. I'm just doing this off the cuff, guys, by the way. So if you just go to Polka Markets Labs is their Twitter, right? And we need to see if they're constantly posting good news. Okay, and so we would read through their Twitter and we would say, okay, so announcing our third weekly prize winners. That seems like decent news. New market added. Nice. Okay, so Polka Markets is adding the Neo Tokyo. That's kind of interesting. They're kind of like a you can go research this project, but basically they've added this as something that they are getting data for. That's kind of interesting. We are happy to announce that the protocol has been audited. That's good news. It seems like they're pretty good at their news. So okay, I'll check that off. And then influencers, guys, same thing. And you're probably going to see me on a lot of these because my Twitter's pretty big, right? So you'll probably see me. But like, look, this is definitely an influencer. Like it shows up number 1. This one shows up number 2. Like there's a lot of, like, obviously I show up here. But like, look, this guy said KuCoin is the best exchange, KuCoin gems. And this guy has 103 likes on this. So there are influencers that are starting to pick this up. And anything that's on KuCoin, guys, to be honest, is just probably more likely to get picked up by influencers because it's just easier to buy, right? It's just easier to buy. And this chart is also really, really juicy. So that's kind of my process. I don't know what else to say in this video, so I'm not going to say much more. All I know is that if you're watching this video right now and you're excited to have the normal Kale back, if you're excited to have more energy in this channel, if you're excited to continue to crush the next 6 weeks, do me one favor, stop what you're doing right now, smooch that like button for me. I will see you tomorrow. Peace. Bye.